I've been a psychic paranormal investigator for over 30 years. Now I've come back to the manor to share the scariest, most interesting, and unexplainable stories that I know. If you like ghostly tales and sounds that go bump in the night, you've come to the right place. So come on in and get cozy and turn down the lights. Scares me, and I'm fearless. That's right. Oh, by the way, he's our scariest resident spirit. Why be normal when you can be paranormal? Did you hear that? It sounded like a door closed. I'm Zelda Kelly. Welcome to Secrets Mystery Manor. Now that was scary. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Secrets Mystery Manor. I'm very excited to bring this episode to you because the date has been set. That's right. I'm your host, Zelda Kelly, and the date has been set for me to go to the original Secrets Mystery Manor. Actually, in my last episode, we talked about where the manor was. It's, I'm going to say maybe in New England somewhere. Instead of taking 2 days, it's actually going to take me 3 days to drive there. I'm going to have my fur babies. I'm preparing physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and I'm going to be there by myself, which I'm excited, maybe to a certain extent. I am really. The Secrets Mystery Manor has been around in that area since they're saying the 1600s. It has been built, added on to. I'm going to say that. It's been added on to throughout the decades. The last time was in the 1940s. They added the plumbing in certain parts of the manor. Now, I want you to know, I've seen pictures. They've sent me, the owners of the home have sent me a diagram. This place is huge. And I mean, they call it a manor. Personally, I think it's a castle. Although we don't call, I guess, homes like this in the United States castles. Maybe we do. I don't know, but part of this manor was sent over, obviously by ship, from Europe with the original owners. And when they got here, they dismantled the original castle. I guess it had been demolished in some type of conflict, war, something. They took some of the remaining building supplies, stone, wood, doors, and shipped them over. It took months to get here. That's the old part. They actually dug, I call it a basement. It's an underground level. No one has been in there since the 40s when they put the plumbing in. Originally, they went in there, and of course they routed it, and thank God they haven't had any problems with the plumbing, but no one has gone down there since then. It is definitely a walkable space. It was definitely a cellar It was meant as, I guess, a safety shelter. This place is so interesting and it has so much history, and believe me, I am the one who gets to go there. They have privacy concerns, or I would be videotaping this for you, and I would be clicking shots and clicking my investigations and recording and all kinds of things. Now, I can record live like I am right now without video, audio only, and that's what I intend to do. An exciting part of this tonight is, number one, the date has been set. So I'm leaving June 17th. Like I said, it'll take me 3 days to get there. I'm going to plan on staying there. I'm going to be leaving July 18th and coming back to my home. So I'm closing my home. I'm taking the fur babies. I'm taking all of my equipment, everything that I need. And I'm closing up the home and I'm buzzing off. I'm so excited. So that's number one. Number two, the owners have given me a list of the books that are in the library. That's right. The old part has a library, an office. Now, this isn't just like a 12 by 12 room. This room is like taking up a whole wing of this place. It has not been visited in years, and I'm going to say probably decades. Now, they have a housekeeper that comes in there, and she takes care of like the main house and makes sure that everything is in working order, and all this other. She and her husband, who the husband is the caretaker on the outside and on the grounds. There are several acres. There's a barn and a horse there. The horse, I don't know if the horse is rideable. I'll find out if it's there when I'm there, but you can bet if that horse is rideable, Zelda will be riding that horse around the grounds. So the housekeeper has not, getting back to the story here, the housekeeper has not gone into this old part of the manor. They said they don't remember when. She's been working there for years. They don't even know if she's been in it. This place is just so big. It is so big that it is amazing. So when I get there, I'm going to ask her some questions. Now, she's already said she just doesn't want to be interviewed. She doesn't want to be talked to. That's fine. I'm kind of this, well, I'm not kind of, I am a stranger. The owners live about 2.5 hours away. They hardly visit. It's not practical for them to live there. It is a family home. They've inherited it. There are other family members. They just don't go there. They keep it for the historical value. It is registered on the historical, I guess, on the historical rolls with that state. And so they do have to maintain it. But I'll tell you, she basically has not even gone into the bedrooms. There are several. Now, I think in the last, I don't even remember, I think in the last episode, we talked about maybe 8 bedrooms. There's more, just in the old part. They are furnished to a certain degree. You can imagine the antiques. I wish I could video this for you. Most of these rooms are boarded up. A lot of the old part has stone hallways. It's certainly not modernized. There's no heat, no air, no ventilation, no bathrooms, no kidding, in this old part. So you can bet I will be walking into the old part. I will not be staying in the old part. Even the new part has a big, beautiful lounge area, they call it a living room lounge, where the fireplace is so huge that you can literally walk into the fireplace. It heats this whole almost downstairs. Do you need to build a fireplace this time of year? Yes, it's the end of May 2022. And yes, I guess in this area, they said it's nice at night to have a fire going. That will be another thing. Here's the other exciting part that I want to tell you, and I do not want to miss this. This library that we talked about, it has over 4,000 books. Now you know how large it is. And that's just how many they've counted. I guess there's another section of the library that it's been untouched for years. It's to the point where it's not even dusty anymore. You know what I mean? It's just not even dusty. They sent me a list of some of these books. And I can tell you, I cannot wait. If it's reachable, if it's doable. Now they did tell me to bring gloves and a mask so I can breathe in there, because it's old, moldy. And I will do that because I want to be able to stay in there. Let me read you some of the titles. They've sent me a list of 236 titles. I'm not going to read all of that to you. But the most interesting book that I can see is written in Latin. It is a book, and this is the original book. This is not a digital download. This is an original book from 1546. That's right. It was... Sorry, folks, I've got some allergies. You can probably hear that in my voice. It was published in London. It is written in Latin. It is about astrology and palmistry. 1546. They feel that this is one of the books that they brought over with them when they came to the America. The other interesting thing about this library is that many of these books have been published in different languages. There's German, Italian, French, of course English, Old English, Latin. There's some, I think there's even some in, I don't even know. Norwegian is what they said. Some of the books are from Norway. So what they're saying is that some of the ancestors obviously were very well traveled, and some of them were lawyers. Some of them were businessmen. But of these 236 titles that they sent me over, this is extremely interesting because these titles are about crystal gazing, clairvoyance, card reading, fortune telling. They're about cartomancy. That's, of course, what I do with psychicsecrets.com. I'm going to say that. You can reach me there. I'm extension 11. There you go. How's that? Cartomancy is the art of reading the playing card deck. That's where the tarot came from in China. They are thinking that happened in about the 1300s. But I'm blown away because this means, of course, back then though, during this time, that was a real big area of interest. Now these books span obviously from 1546, they go into the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, and as early as the early 1900s. There's one from 1910 that is on telepathy. Telepathy. There's some about the dreams of Napoleon. That's from 1884. Mind reading, practical mind reading. There's gypsy fortune telling. There's the Golden Wheel Dream Book, the Mystic Textbook. These are, I mean, there's even some witchcraft books. These are all, like I said, all original books. They're not anything but, now here's what they're thinking about doing with these books. After I go and visit, and for the first day or two, someone will be with me. We will go into the library, we will make an assessment, and we're going to see if these books are damaged, if they have any mold or must. You know how it is when a room hasn't been, I guess, lived in, walked in, used, utilized. And when the elements outside and you don't have heat nor air or anything, there's no controlled elements at all, we're going to see what shape these books are in. If they are in good shape, I'm going to do my best to read and to just the whole experience of being near them is just overwhelmingly uncanny, and I'm just so honored to be able to do it. But most likely they are going to have someone come in from one of the universities or a museum, a very famous museum, see what they want, and then donate these books, which I think they should be, not only for the information, but their historical value, and to preserve. This one from 1546, they said, is not really in bad shape. I would sure love to see that. Like I said, there's over 236, let me see what this is. Refer to 236 books. Just in the psychic sciences, paranormal, there's even some on ghost hunting. Now, can you believe that? They're talking about apparitions, ghost hunting. There's even some about vampires and zombies. Now, we're talking 1700s. People believed those subjects even back then. How interesting. So my friends, the date has been set. I'm ready, almost ready to go. Next week, I'm going to check in with you again and let you know the latest of the information that I have from there. Now, providing the weather is good and everything stays okay with, we're not experiencing any more lockdowns or anything else from anything, your friend Zelda Kelly will be on her way. And I will be also not only really an inhabitant of this library, but I will be doing some research on the resident ghost, the resident spirit that they have in there. They're saying that he's most likely some type of a soldier or knight or someone from the 1600s. And that he roams the halls of the old part, and you can hear him. You can hear voices. You can hear talking. I venture to say this is probably why the housekeeper doesn't go around there that much. So the great thing is the owners will be supplying provisions for me, which is, wow, what a blessing. I mean, there is running water, and there are restrooms, bathrooms, there's bedrooms, there's a kitchen, I can cook there, there's electric, there's internet. So I will have all the comforts that I need. If I do need to leave, I can definitely do that. But they're going to stock up the kitchen for me. Next week they're asking me for a list. They're going to have the housekeeper. I will give them a list of what I need, and of course I'm going to take everything that my kitties need and deserve. They're going to make sure I've got plenty of wood for the fireplace so I can stay warm. And all I have to do is take my clothes, my computers, everything else. So I'm going to take you with me too. We're going to walk the halls of this beautiful manor and castle. They're going to make sure that I've got flashlights and many batteries. I'm going to make sure that I'm able to record as much as I can, and we're just going to find out if I can be friends with this resident spirit. In the meantime, I will be also there working. I am on Psychic Secrets. You can stop on over, say hello to me at psychicsecrets.com. You can read the blog. You can certainly see these podcasts there, and well, you can call in if you want to talk. I'm an extension 11, and I want to thank the owners of Psychic Secrets for giving me this platform, because I am elated. I'm going to take you. That's right. Now, I want you to know the other side of this before I sign off. This place is downright spooky, and I mean spooky. Picture an old movie from the 1930s or 40s with a castle on a cliff, and it's storming, and it's huge, and I'm going to be there by myself, me and my kitties, you of course. Yeah. So I got to work myself up to this, but hey, I can do it. And I guess I'm going to see you there. But next week, I'm going to share some more about the manor, the plans for the manor, everything else. So I want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much for being with me on this real special journey of Secrets Mystery Manor. And I'll talk with you very soon. Bye for now.